Okay, here I'm getting ready to put the belt pulley on that I rebuilt quite a few months ago, and got the I put some Permatex high-tech gasket sealant on the transmission top, and then I put the gasket on, and now I have the gasket all coated, and I'm getting ready to lift the belt pulley drive. I'm going to try to attempt this myself. It's kind of heavy, and I got to get it on 2 pins. This corner one here and that corner one there are locating dowel pins. And then when I put the bolts in, I'm going to actually put some of the Permatex on the threads, because 4 of the 6 bolt holes, well, actually all of them, go through the housing and right into the transmission. So I want to make sure oil can't sneak up. So we'll try to get this lifted on there. Well, that wasn't too bad getting her lifted up on there, and I got the dowel pins in the proper position, and just going to put the 6 bolts in now that hold her in there. You can see that's all in position, and I'll get her bolted down and then make sure everything engages okay. And it's I didn't have a belt pulley on this H, and I got this one off my brother-in-law, and rebuilt the whole thing and reshimmed it. Had to make a new sleeve bushing back here for the one shaft. It had just had worn out and wore grooves in it, so I turned the shaft down and got that all nice and smooth, and then made a new bearing and pressed it into the housing. I got some pictures, some photos I took of that work. I'll add those at the end of this video. The belt pulley's all on, and got all the bolts torqued down, and seems to be working good. Let me engage that. Now I'll rotate the input shaft, and you can see where I'm just rotating the input shaft to the transmission, and yep, she's working good. I'll get the little rod put in there, and we'll can't wait to try this out once we get things back together and running. Well, the last thing I had to get hooked up there for the belt pulley was the little rod to activate the belt pulley. So it just slides the gear in there and engages it to a gear on the transmission shaft. So right now it's in neutral, and then when I slide that forward, now it spins the input shaft. So yep, now I gotta find a nice pulley for that. I'll have to keep my eyes open. So yeah, that's accomplishment getting that all on there. Well, last night I decided to roll the left side wheel in here and get her mounted on the wheel hub, and got her all centered on there and torqued down. and did the other one this morning. Rolled that one in, and I switched the way I had these on originally. You can see the wheel I put on the right has an L on it for left, but I wanted the valve stems on the inside. There you can see I got the valve stem on the inside. Same thing, this rim here on the left used to be on the right, and now I got it so I got the valve stem on the inside, and the treads are going the right way, so I'm glad to have them on. So now I took the jack stands off the back. It's actually sitting on the tires and the support here that I made. Here again I have this strap on the gantry. Just it's fairly tight on this stand that I made, but without the back support on, I can't tie this to it to keep it from rotating, because you see here there's only one 3/4 10 bolt holding it on there, and I just don't want to take a chance of I mean, I got those bolts really tight, but still, you know, there's nothing locking it in position, so it can't fold. So yeah, got the belt pulley all on, as you saw, and I guess now the next step is going to be to start working on the rear main and dropping the oil pan on the engine portion. So I think there's light at the end of the tunnel, and we're kind of on the home stretch. Well, I wanted to just show this real quick, that I got ambitious the other night after dinner and came back down the shop and mounted both the fenders onto the tractor. These are the fenders that I purchased from that Reliable tractor parts company. They're pretty nice, pretty rugged, just really close to the original IH fenders. But yeah, they're all mounted, and I also got the drawbar mounts onto the axles. So I got a little bit of work to do on the drawbar. Then we'll get that in here and get that all mounted on the tractor. But yeah, I got the fenders on, and I really like having the fenders on the H's. So okay, these next series of photos I'm going to show you are from the work I did on restoring the belt pulley. This first picture here is as I got the belt pulley off my brother-in-law right off the tractor. This here I've started dismantling the belt pulley, and you can see the two shafts and the bevel gears and all the shim packs. And this here is one of the shafts. You can see how scored up the bearing surface is. And here you can see it set up in the lathe, and I turned the diameter down and now just have to polish it. And here in this photo, I'm making a new bushing for that shaft. It'll have a custom ID. And this is one of the old original bearings, and you can see right next to the M where it says Made in USA, the bearing inner race is cracked.
Here I got the bronze bushing all completed and fit to the shaft and an oil hole. Here I've got it pressed into the housing and made sure the oil hole lined up. And this is here I'm using a expandable reamer to get the proper clearance between the shaft and the bushing. And then this is the new bearings that came in. I ordered them right from the C&H dealer here in Batavia, New York. And we got the belt pulley housing going together. This is a freeze plug type plug that goes in the end of the shaft to seal everything up. And here's the belt pulley all completed and ready to go on the tractor. Appreciate you watching the video. Bye for now.